only on Rural TV.
Hi, Army Armstrong along with old 40-year-old Greg Randall from Chapel Hill, Tennessee. Hang on, four-wheel drive trucks are going to be coming, and it's kind of interesting because a lot of the stars in the past years aren't stars. As a matter of fact, the interesting story is only the second time this year these guys have pulled for points, and some of the heavy hitters are nowhere to be seen.
That's
Greg.
right. The Holman brothers, the defending national champions with the four-play truck, Rob Foster, Simply Red. They're not in the top 5 coming into Chapel Hill, but they've always historically done well here. Who are they chasing? Well, right now it's Mark Mangan in the Z-Bag truck. He's in first place. And the other guy we got to watch out for is Larry Peterson. He has quite a winning streak here at Chapel Hill. He's going for his 3rd win in a row here at Chapel Hill, or over 3 years. So I'm going to tell you, we got to watch out for him. I think Ashley's standing by, though, with our current point-leading truck, the Z-Bag truck of Mark Mangan.
Hi, Greg and Army. I'm here with Mark Mangan's Z-Bag 4-wheel drive. This is one of 14 trucks tonight here at Chapel Hill. And Chapel Hill's track is one of the best for this 4-wheel drive division. They get going down the track and they have great speed. Mark's a tough competitor. Actually, last year he was a regional national champion. So let's see if he can become a grand national champion this year with a great run at Chapel Hill.
Well, Larry Peterson out of Wisconsin with the Profab Chevrolet comes to the starting line. This is a brand new truck. He's got another truck he's got a lot of points with, but this is a new truck, a little R&D, if you will.
Yeah, Larry Peterson out of Baldwin, Wisconsin, will be out here in a Chevy. And this truck, he told me he's been playing around in his mind with for about 7 years before it actually went to a working truck here on the track. First time out, he calls it the geared up. If you look underneath, the Profab name was it says geared up, first run, 4 inches per season.
Whoa, what a number is going to come up for you right now. Full pull, right? The first guy out blows it out the end. You think it doesn't put pressure on everybody else?
Larry, new truck, and wow, what a pass. It was flying. Did it feel as good as it looked?
You know, that truck really feels good. It's only the second time on the track, and it's a little more than I believed it would do.
Well, impressive, of course. Do you think it's going to hold up? I mean, yeah, there'll probably be a pull-off. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a pull-off. Sled changed quite a bit between them. Hopefully I can get the other truck down here and do something with that.
Yeah, brand new truck. He actually has run it previously, but first time we've seen it here in RFD as we watch Rob Foster roll out with his Simply Red Chevrolet 636 cubic inch profiler heads, built by Steve Schmidt, a very formidable engine builder.
Yeah, Schmidt, based out of Indianapolis, Indiana, built a lot of horsepower for the Pro Stock drag race.
Boy, not quite to 310, though. Getting past 300, though. 307 and 6. Rob still trying to figure out this new setup on the brand new Simply Red Chevy.
Well, coming around the corner now, maybe, baby, it's a young lady doing the driving here, and the trick I can see is you got to keep the truck planted to the ground. If you get any kind of bounce, and Rhonda Harstead comes out, she knows any kind of bounce could be the kiss of death on this track.
Yeah, from Hazel Green, Wisconsin, you know, it's a 650 cubic inch Ford Hemming. You know, we got 3 people that came out of Region 3 to run the Grand National 4-wheel drive, so we got 3 rookies. Here's Rhonda taking her shot.
Good run. The truck, no bounce, full pull. That's good. It's about as good as you can get. We got a girl and a guy in a pull-off right now.
A Ford and a Chevy. That is a good run for Rhonda. She's got to be happy. She waves the crowd with our Z-Bag bearing and gear replay, and you can see they like that sideline, Army. Must be building the groove there as the four-wheel drive trucks normally do here in Chapel Hill.
Rhonda, perfectly straight pass. I mean, awesome. You didn't even have to turn the tires a little bit. 313 feet, that's pretty tough. There's a pull-off for sure. Is there something that you guys are going to do different, or are you going to come back out and shoot for the same thing?
Well, they don't usually change the sled a whole lot, but there's a lot of the class that are really pulling out far, and it's a strong class, so we might have to change a few things. We'll probably wait a little longer and see what happens.
Well, a little longer. You don't want to wait in this class. They've already proven you can bang it out the end. Some of the first pullers in the class. What that does is put a ton of pressure on the next guy in line, like Rob Newell.
Yeah, Ron Newell rolls out from Leipzig, Ohio. He's a plant supervisor. He and his wife, Patty, have been running the Grand National Circuit for a while. Another 650 cubic inch Steve Schmidt motor. He's right now in second place in our points early in the season with his temporary Insanity Chevrolet.
Working that left side to death, full pull. That's 3 of them out of here. Everybody better come out, better go that left side. Oh, what do we see coming out now? Now this guy's a player. He can really rock and roll with it. He comes to our sport, believe it or not, through the sport of street run. Scott Phillips is this guy, and he and his wife definitely could be a player here, right, Greg?
Yeah, he's a 2004 NTPA Grand National Champion, Ford F350, and he's sponsored by Scott's Quick Stop, Guns, Ammo, Hunting Supplies, up there in Marlette, kind of in the thumb area. Yankee Blue Ford.
Yeah, pressure's on him. No full pull, no come back in the pull-off. Started to bounce on him, half track, and that was a kiss of death. He may have taken that highway away. Any other night at 299 with the 3's a good number, not going to be a player tonight.
Yeah, those hops really cost Scott there down toward the latter part of his run, but he'll be back another day.
Anxious to see where they spot this lift. They go back. Now, Scott, the guy in front here, just bounced down the track. And every time that truck settles, Dave Bamber knows that that could be a soft spot. He's got to drive through it, but he goes back to that left side. He still thinks there's something over there, Greg.
Yeah, Dave Bamber's out of Missouri. He's an engine builder by trade. This is a 640 cubic inch Boss 429 Ford originally. Ford Super Duty.
Keep the bounce out of there, you can go on the other end. Distance to 308 with the 6, a good number like we say, but they might start working this sled towards the middle of the track. The left side may have just gone away.
And now back to Greg Randall and Army Armstrong.
Hey, welcome back to Chapel Hill. Lengthened the track to try to stop the horsepower brigade that they have literally figured this track out, Greg.
That's right. We got a pull-off rule. Now anyone that goes past 310 will be back for our pull-off. And the roads have been built here, so there'll be several others. And while we've been going to break, let's see who else has made a full pull here in Chapel Hill. John Lynch, Helenville, Wisconsin, and a Helltown Lynch Mob Chevrolet. And 10-time NTPA Grand National four-wheel drive defending champion Carl Holman, Waseon, Ohio, in the four-play Chevrolet. So as you say, our Army, they have built the road on that left-hand side, and as Dan Bosch rolls out second-generation puller from West Olive, Michigan, and the Midnight Raider Chevrolet. It looks like it's pretty easy. Just push the throttle, ride the left sideline, and get out the end, but it's not quite that easy.
No, they're moving this sled just about a half a truck length over now to try to stay in some good bite. They're actually straddling the guys that ran in front of them. Full puts a lot of pressure on the guys in the back of this class.
Well, he's close there, Army, but not quite. 3:04 and 4. Not what the Wolverine, Michigan fan wanted to see here tonight in Chapel Hill, Tennessee, the Volunteer State.
Kind of an interesting concept here. This is the second generation puller. His dad's been, this kid literally grew up in the sport. The Three Bears pulling team, Scott Smith come down, and the kids love this truck because parents like the horsepower, but the kids like the bear that rides in the front seat.
Out of Winchester, Virginia, now that was kind of the capital of four-wheel drive truck pulling years ago.
Tell you what, they're beating that left side of that track to death. It's going to go away quick. It's got to.
3:05 and 2. Yeah, maybe not working as well as it was early in the class. Larry Peterson, he was hoping the track would hold up. Good track building here at Chapel Hill. The Lions Club do an excellent job.
Okay, we got one Ford out already, and they got another one coming to the line now. Blue Oval boys, let's see where he spots his sled. Now he's moving a little bit towards the middle of the track, getting away from that left hash mark.
Yeah, Dwayne Crean rolls out of Britain, Michigan. He's a sheet metal worker, and this is a Shameless 2, 640 cubic inch Ford.
One thing, these chassis are working. They are sticking that horsepower to the track. A 294 with an 8, no bounce at all, Greg.
Yeah, and that's kind of what he's looking for, but their former Region 2 point champion comes up a little bit short here tonight. Well, Ashley talked about the Z-Bag truck, one of the rookies here on the circuit, Mark Mangan. He's out of Zumbrota, Minnesota, and he currently leads our Grand National Point Chase in his 2004 Chevy 648 cubic inch Chevy Hemi called the Z-Bag.
Okay, now he's further off that left hash mark than anybody's been all night. Not going to get the distance he needed, I don't believe, Greg.
No, 306 and an 8. You know, they're all down there close to 310, but boy, the last few tracks maybe getting a little bit tougher for them to get past 310.
And you know, any other night, the pull they're making would be one that they won. Not the case tonight.
Yeah, and Pete McKeith rolls out of Galesville, Wisconsin, and Jess Rutten Chevrolet. This truck here is also a very formidable truck.
He went back to the extreme left side, but just Rutten ain't going to get the job done. 308 with the 4 is a decent number, but I believe we're just about ready to go into a pull-off now. All right, no, wait a minute. We got one more guy coming up, and who's it going to be? Larry Peterson comes out with the old truck that he's tickled to death with. He knows what this truck will do, but he's already got one in a pull-off.
Yeah, Larry Peterson right now is top 5 with this particular truck. Is his old, reliable, dependable Chevy Profab with the changing paint job, and he's done very well at Chapel Hill. He's won several times here, and he's looking to meet the trailer mate out the end.
Not going to do it. One in a full pull. He's going to be back for that, but not with this truck.
Yeah, that was 299 and 8. Obviously, the track's maybe gone away just a hair for the contestants. We'll be back with the pull-off. Stay tuned. Chapel Hill, Tennessee.
Well, time to go with the pull-off, Greg, and the stage is set. It looks like we've got quite a few out here. The girls against the guys in this one.
Yeah, 5-truck pull-off second round. First up is Larry Peterson. He went out so impressively that first time out with the Sonny Leonard's motor profab. And, boy, he's moving that sled over, Army. He's getting out of that groove.
Yeah, went 180 degrees from everybody else. Now, Sonny Leonard, he makes a lot of outlaw motors for drag racing, too. We've heard of Steve Schmidt. We've got Sonny Leonard. And he books it out the other end. Check it out, a 338 with the 3.
Wow, what a run. And sometimes that happens as we go to our NTPA replay. You know, the grooming equipment goes on both sides of the track, so that side has been rolled all night long. And Larry goes over there and takes big-time advantage of it.
Larry, pull-off pass, and you literally ran out of track. You had to back out of it. Impressive pass. And you set the record, apparently. Moved it over to the other side of the track just to see what would happen. I think it worked.
Yeah, I think we got a little bit lucky, but they were going a little bit less distance on this side, so it was worth a shot. Anything to do to win down here, and I guess maybe we got a shot at it, but there's some good trucks coming yet.
You think anybody's going to get it? It's going to take something big.
There's some pretty good trucks back there. I'm not going to say anything.
Hey, Greg, they say the harder you work, the luckier you get. Believe me, that guy is a taskmaster. And look where the young lady's going to go. She goes right over where he was on that right side.
Well, you know, sometimes you got to follow the leader, and right now, you know, that leader's Larry Peterson, and hey, why not? It definitely, with a heavier sled, you know, he goes another 40 feet farther than the rest of the field had gone there during the end of round one, so Rhonda's going to give it a try with Navy Baby.
Not going to be the number she was looking for, a 319
Wow.
with the 6.
Look how far that dropped off. I mean, their first runs were fairly similar. Now it drops off a good 21, 22 feet as Ron Newell rolls out, and again, he's going to stay in that same vicinity. Ron comes in number 2, and with Mark Mangan not making our pull-off, he looks to take over the early Grand National points lead coming out of Chapel Hill, so he and his wife have to be very tickled about that.
You know, he's pulling more weight on a different side of the track. I'm kind of iffy to see if at 330, I don't think anybody's going to touch that. Let's see what Ron does. You can see the weight box topping out, man. It's topping out, and they're just muscling it on the other side of the 300. I go to 313 with the 4.
Wow, and yeah, the distances are shortening up. I wonder if they're going to jockey it back over toward the middle or toward that other sideline. As John Lynch rolls out, we haven't said too much about John as he went to, made a 310 run when we were at break, but he's an independent trucker, and his crew chief is Brian Krause and Jason Stevens. 648 cubic inch Steve Schmidt motor, 1996 Chevy, sponsored by Kearns Motor Cars.
That was a good run, just not good enough.
Yeah,
322 with the 5. That's a super run, but
takes over second place.
Peterson's got everybody covered. Now, if there's anybody that can get him, I think you may be looking at it right now. These guys have played this game a long time. I say guys, it's a brother combination. The Holman brothers, they watch you. They don't talk a lot. They let that truck do the talking for them.
That's right, 1960 Chevy 10-time Grand National champions, a Chevy K20. Has the Schmidt motor, as we discussed earlier. And they've been pulling, Paul's been pulling 29 years. Farmer by trade, puller by heart. Wow, tremendous run, but boy, I don't know. I think he might be a little short. Yeah, 3:34 and 5.
Wow, what a class. Now, Greg mentioned that they built the road, and that's exactly what happened, Greg.
That's right, and then Larry Peterson decided to rebuild the road. He moved the sled over, and the gamble paid off for him. The streak's still alive for Larry Peterson and his profab, actually standing by with our winner, Larry Peterson.
Larry, brand new truck, and how impressive. Literally the second time you've ran this truck, and you put a spanking on everyone else. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just, we thought about this frame for about 8 years and decided to build it. Spent the time. We didn't get started till April, so we didn't make it to Toma. And I guess it's working better than the old truck, and we had really good luck with that. And it's really something to win down here. It's, you know, it's just awesome vehicles, awesome crowd. It couldn't ask for anything better than this.